Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you had a good lunch. My name's Will Wilson. I work for Bock UK. Bock UK specialise in the storage of silage, predominantly obviously through silage clamps. We also deal with silage covers, repair and maintenance products of silage clamps. I thought I'd just give you a bit of background. We bought the sloping walled silage clamp to the UK. Probably more likely you've seen one in Germany. We've been building them for 4 or 5 years now, mostly for the anaerobic digestion market. We've got 45 clamps in the UK across AD and dairy. We did try and tot up how many tons of silage, but we think it's well over 500,000 now stored in our clamps every year. I'm going to keep it brief because I know there's probably more interesting things to hear about, but this year we're launching our new silage film, the Super 7. This is a single film which replaces the sort of more traditional cling film and top film. It does the same job. It makes life a lot easier for covering the clamps. We think it's going to be a game changer and we'd be really delighted to talk to you more about it. If you come and say hello to us at the back of the room, that'd be fantastic. I think it's worth just reminding ourselves, especially seeing we've already had some fantastic presentations about silage storage, what are we actually trying to achieve with silage clamp design, silage covers? And basically we're trying to keep as much of the crop's energy and nutrients in as good a condition as possible for feeding to cows or anaerobic digestion plants. I think something that we've maybe overlooked as well is the efficiency of doing that in terms of manpower and also the safety of doing that. It's got to be considered that I think probably silage clamps represent one of the most dangerous parts of a farm at the moment in terms of working from height. So all these things need to be considered. A lot of the facts that we've already talked about earlier in the presentations can be overcome through a better thought process when it comes to silage clamp design. We did some research at Cranfield University a couple of years ago. It was desk-based. I wouldn't be the first to say it was completely thorough, but it was very well written. Some of the stats that came back were pretty shocking. The losses in silage clamps based around energy, in anaerobic digestion specifically, can be as low as 7%. They can also be as high as 40%. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are silage clamps in the UK where 40% of the feedstock value is being lost before it's even being fed to the cows or the AD plant. If you put that into a business model and you think about it, it's fairly terrifying. A lot of that is down to husbandry, a lot of that down to best practice, and there's also quite an important part to do with silage clamp design, which is where I hope we can help. I'm going to wrap up there because I want to be very brief, but basically if we can help you any more with silage clamps, silage covers, repair and maintenance products, which we have introduced this year, then I'd be delighted to talk to you, and we're just based over there at the back of the hall. Thank you very much.